Somnus is just looking to chase him down as, oh no! Thompson making a huge mistake in that middle lane. Top lane, No Tail will go down. Xana, they're going to fight back, trying to chase down FY. They get the Satar Tormentor blast, the Spirit Lance as well as FY will fall. OG get a trade up top. But that middle lane indeed at Thompson, it looked like he felt that he could move up the ramp out of the Blood Right in time. But it kicks in, and Somnus in that middle lane, keeping that edge once again against the Thompson Invoker, but this time on the Bloodseeker instead of that Kunkka from earlier.
I feel like I've seen this a few times where the Invokers will struggle a lot versus Bloodseeker because he has very little boost. He has 0 points at Wex, and he has no boost. He's actually looking like he might be going for a kill early, so...
And that's with the Bloodseeker not even having boots yet. The Bloodseeker just has 50 movement speed over you at all times. And I don't know if Thompson can play in this lane. They're just going to go and kill him once more instantly as soon as he shows back up. And right away, he doesn't have TP.
Yeah, FY, he's in for the side. He's got a double damage rune as well. FY's there in underneath the tower, punching down Thompson. Thompson falls once again. Jax comes in with the tether across. They're trying to find something to respond, but Jax, he's in trouble. He will live. They get the kill. FY, he'll go down as well. So OG able to strike back in that mid lane with the rotation, getting the double kill for No Tail, but Nova walks in against the easiest kill of his life there onto Jax. As they will find a trade. Chalice as well, looking for this wraparound. He's got level 6, does have Primal Split available. CP back in from Thompson with the Primal Split ready to go. He looks towards Thompson underneath the tower. Thompson, he needs help, and he needs it now. Has he got any way of playing his way out of this one? He's only got points in Quasi Exhaust, so no escape for Thompson. As the walk around gag from Chalice with that Primal Split successful. It's even more than successful. It's brilliant. Double kill for Chalice. As he just walks over to mid as soon as he hits 6 and gets that playoff.
What a great off-lane player. If you try and contest that, you're going to get destroyed. So he gets level 6 when the Invoker is level 4, and it's just grueling at this point.
They're taking the tower already too, so they're going to have access into the enemy jungle. They're going to have access into OG's jungle, where Thompson is going to have to go to the jungle to try to catch back up here. He's level 4.
Oh man, a lot of weight is going to be on Seb. He's had this bottom lane, he's got good levels, and he's got decent farm too. He's top of the net worth this game, very close to having the Blink Dagger on top of the Ring of Health. But TPs are heading down. Somnus seeing if we can find the Rupture. Seb, oh, he goes to farm. That's going to give time for Somnus to close the gap, get the Rupture. He's still pretty beefy, but is he beefy enough? I don't think so. The shards are out, trapping him in. The spin though, the taunt, the Sunstrike. Seb, he gets the dunk off. The snowball save wasn't in time. And Jax, he's in with the tether. OG, they're turning this one around. They look to run down FY. FY with the snowball. The shards already used. There's no way to escape, or maybe the Jukes. Is it enough? Oh, it is. Seb, he gets fogged. He can't get the dunk off. FY will survive.
Oh, that's his Blink Dagger right there.
But a very neat little play there from Seb, being able to hold his ground. The Sunstrike, the dunk just before FY could get that snowball save off. It almost looked like the Bloodseeker was brought into the snowball, but at the same time getting that dunk off Seb.
He's actually decided to go for the Vanguard instead.
Oh, despite having the money.
Yeah, just wanting to tank up a bit more, I guess.
I mean, as we saw in situations like that where he's getting beaten down by the Bloodseeker, it certainly will add that extra bit of time for Jarex to come in with those sort of plays.
He's still going to get that blink at a very fast time, and they're going to really need him to make plays all around the map, because we already see PL's getting outformed a bit by the Morphling. The Bloodseeker to the Invoker comparison is crazy. And I mean, Chalice has a blink already, so he's going to be the one making tons of moves around the map, and Sebastian has to match it.
This Bloodseeker is certainly going to become a big issue unless Seb can come in with the plays.
And Thompson's, he's full committed on Exord for now. He is 3 points in, not having any in Wex.
Arme has to be careful there. They do have those deep wards down, and he was walking around on 1 HP, so he has to be aware of the Sunstrike potential coming from Thompson. Seb down bottom. He's getting hunted, but he's out with the TP. Back up towards the shrine. Gives him a tip on the way out as well. So it's better luck next time. As PSG LGD are now in position though to push down on the bottom lane. Chalice not quite got the mana for the primal split. He does now with the bottle charges, so he's ready to go, ready to fight if OG do head down bottom. But his top lane, in fact, where Anna and Jarex are placed, and it looks like OG are unlikely to come down to here, at least before Seb has his Blink Dagger finished.
OG's not able to really set up to push towers too well. And they've got a Chen. They want to be able to take some more building advantage versus LGD's lineup, but it's LGD constantly knocking on their buildings.
And they're also under-leveled on the side of OG, really struggling. That Invoker just hit level 6, Chen's still level 4, as is the IO.
So much weight gonna be in his Axe's shoulders. Find play after play around the map. The thing is that that's the one thing that they can do, right? If once that Axe gets Blink Dagger, the way to get Thompson back in the game is Sunstrike kills. He has to get the last hits with that Sunstrike.
And it is really quick iron timing from Seb. 9 minutes in, he's going to have the Blink Vanguard done. So he really does have to make something happen with this. If he's unable to do something with this timing, it's going to cost the team a lot. They prioritize giving Seb that safe lane on the bottom, where he's been able to farm up 9 minutes in, Blink and Vanguard. He has to make the plays happen now.
And there's also a smoke on the courier, so they can immediately go for that. See what their target is. Brewmaster looks like he's in a pretty good position to break it, just in case. But they're eyeing up maybe in the mid lane.
Top Ana, Jarek's heading over, but Chalice, he's in, he's ready with the counterplay, pause the Primal Split. Ana and Jarek's in a lot of trouble as Jarex gets focused down by the Primal Split. They've got the snowball in, onto Ana, back up his inbound. Seb, he's on the side, can he look for the play, jumps in, gets the call, the Sunstrike down as well as Ana's back in, they get the dunk off, they'll kill off FY, but now Ana and Seb, they've got to somehow get out of it. Ame into the Axe form, manages to punch down Ana, Seb's in trouble too, he looks for another call off, can he get the spins, that's the question. Jarex comes in, he's giving him the regen and the spins, the dunk, Seb gets the second, he finds the double kill, as Jarex will be fine, and so will Seb. Seb gets sent back, my no tell, and TP's back in straight away. He wants to keep this fight going. We'll see if he finds another opportunity to get another blink off. Tries to go for X-Nova, but X-Nova just out of range still. The Spirits hitting into him. They'll chase down. Do they have the damage to burst him? The Culling Blade just enough to bring him down, so he gets bursted by the Sunstrike. OG certainly showing signs of being able to utilize this Axe to take the fights against PSG LGD.
Some small signs of life. And Thompson, thankfully, actually like that. That dunk is great. Sure, he doesn't get the last hit, but it gives it to the Invoker. He needs to get these kills to catch back up in levels in particular. Because the gold wasn't so much that the Invoker got, but it's all about getting levels up on this hero right now.
Yeah, exactly what Seb needed to push his team back in the game. And now Invoker feels comfortable enough to go for that Midas. And another death on the Morphling side too. I'm not exactly sure what he was an Axe. He was as Axe and then just got obliterated. I don't know if it like ran out by duration, but
yeah, it did look like he didn't shift back into his into Morphling in time. He just Seb caught him off guard, I guess. As we have 2,500 gold on Somnus. He hasn't quite picked anything up just yet. Maybe wanting to decide if he wants to be the one that goes for the Radiance. Because I did see Chalice queued up earlier, but I think they're kind of debating who's going to get it at a better timing versus this Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Bloodseeker goes for here. Blade Mail is so-so, but I think the Axe is just causing him tons of issues.
That's right. They got the call off Chalice. It's going to be fine though. FY's in with the snowball, buying time. As now Chalice looks to turn towards Jarex. Jarex is going to have to relocate back out in a second. In fact, they get the call, they get the kill. They get the dunk off onto Chalice, they get the dunk off onto the Nova.
And up top.
Oh, they're finding more maybe. Jarex, Hand of God, keeps it safe for now. Somnus is back in, finishing off the kill. But Seb jumps in, has the call. Have they got the damage? Yes, they do. Sebastian Debs up and down the map, getting these kills, making it happen with the Axie 6-0-1, utilizing that 9-minute Blink Dagger and Vanguard to perfection.
He is coming in so clutch. During all this, Thompson is just sitting in the triangle of the dire jungle, farming, while Sebastian just runs around and makes play after play after play. They bring back the relocate with that Axe top, and it seems like it catches LGD a little bit off guard.
And with this space, as you say, he's very close to the Midas, Thompson.
Yep. Level 9, Bloodseeker level 11, quite a recovery.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared for the cores of LGD now. I mean, looks like Bloodseeker going for the Shadow Blade, maybe potentially a Silver Edge later, but it's still going to be very tough. They kind of just have to ignore this Axe and hope that the Brewmaster finds him before he can get that jump.
$2K lead now for OG. We say with that Midas on Thompson, as long as they can keep making the space for him, he's going to be able to farm at a pace that will allow him to catch back up with the cores of PSG LGD.
On OG, they have a lot of ways. With the Axe, they have so many ways. It's actually like a team fighter and also a pickoff hero. While on LGD, their team fight is pretty reliant on the Brewmaster having his ulti up. Besides that, they're just a lot about pickoffs. So OG does have a little bit of a window here with this level 13 Axe.
The reveal of Somnus, straight in onto Ana. Ana's got the doppelganger, gets himself out of the blood right, goes for the TP away, but the snowball's there from FY. Quick uppercut to finish off, and at the same time down bottom. They get the call, the Sunstrike. It does not look like it's nearly enough damage though to bring him down as the stick charges come out, and so do the TPs. The counterplay being looked for Chalice, trying to find Seb. Seb is going to blink up in a second, and does it get off? The clap was there. Chalice able to cancel the blink, but Jarex comes through. Seb trying to fight back. He's got the call. Can he get the sprint off in time into the dog? The stick charges though. Keep Chalice safe. Allow him to get the sprint off at the same time in the jungle. FY and Ame, they found No-Tail. They'll be able to pick off the Chen to the side as Ame in the Axon gets the call, controlling No-Tail. The Cyclone from Chalice throwing Seb up, but they won't look to fight into him anymore. Seb will be fine. Just No-Tail to fall there off the back of that play. But both cores again of LGD keeping themselves alive. They Chalice with the clutch stick play there as he was very close to getting burst down by the Culling Blade.
Looks like they're trying to set up on top, some on top.
Ame going for it early, Morbid Mass, so we can stay sustained in that, and also later on he could build onto a very useful item versus that axe, because you expect that the axe is going to have a blade mail pretty early in this game, and Morphling very susceptible to a blink axe.
Jack, that's the bait play. They get the call onto the two of them. Seb jumps in, the stun strikes down, the stun as well, the micro play. They've got the lockdown onto both of them. Somnus falls as well. No-Tail with his army of creeps, holding them down, getting the 2 kills.
They just can't fight into Seb right now. He's everywhere. He's at bounties. He's just all around the map with a relocate. And every time they fight into him, they just lose.
And that blade mail's getting dangerously close as well for Seb.
He can kill the Bloodseeker as well as the Morphling pretty much any time that he fights them around the map with his blade mail.
And they just don't have enough damage from him. Like, he's not going to be running around with Rupture, and Enchantress isn't going to be hitting him when he has the blade mail on. Morphling doesn't have enough items, so he's still going to be a threat for some time to come. And Brewmaster ult is very long cooldown relative to how often Seb can initiate. FY,
he's going to be drawn back very, very far there. Seb blinks away as FY now surrounded as the relocate comes through. And Jarex in to pick up the kill on FY.
4K gold advantage, a 6,000 experience advantage, and this is just OG running around his 3 or 4 heroes, while Thompson is so happy now.
He's climbing back into the game.
Recovered.
He absolutely has. He's now level with the farm of Ame's Bloodseeker, and down bottom again, Seb finding the opening to make these.
Dire team ban. Radiant team Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time for a second best of 3 of the day. Team Unique versus Team Empire Hope. So, as far as Empire Hope is concerned, they've taken the game off aggressive mode, but they still lost 2-1 in the first upper bracket match. In the lower bracket, they got a default win up against Team Friends. Not a whole lot of extra gameplay. At least in Team Unique, they've beat Friends 2-0, and then they had a very peculiar history, we gotta say, against aggressive mode yesterday. 2-1. The first game they smashed in 19 minutes, and they dominated themselves in the following 2. So here we are right now. Fight for elimination. One of these 2 teams will move on in the lower bracket, get a chance to make it into the finals. Their next opponent would be Viking GG.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, the losers just straight up our tournament. It's as simple as that. We'll see which one of the will make it 2 in the end. Is Empire Hope already going into reserve time for the pick? See the Grimstrike winner for. I think I've done a whole lot of that before. A lot of the other openers have been banned out, or at least the Shadow Demon one. They like to go back to the tier quite a bit. Tusk is also still in the pool, so maybe Empire Hope is having not banned that out. Here, maybe they're thinking, hey, can we make Tusk work ourselves?
Enchantress.
But now it's the Enchantress into the Beastmaster. So similar opening, or similar heroes at least to what we've seen in our previous series. Buzz, of course, is a heavy pushing hero. Is able to roam around and get a bit of help from the creeps. Do a decent amount of damage with the impetus, of course.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know, still feel like that hero is, at least from what I've seen so far, it's kind of just there, you know? It kind of forces the opponent to go into a bit of magical damage and picking, but you already have the Grimstroke. Plenty of combos that you can have some that involve some sick magic move. Troll Warlord again, what? Alright, I mean, what is it with the CIS team going for Troll Warlord in the field? Maybe they just wanted to also have a guy who wields 2 axes. I mean, confusing the enemy. Oh, hey, Beastmaster, why are you hitting me?
10 seconds
God damn, oh my god, you're not Beastmaster at all, aren't you? Oh god. Maybe that's...
5 seconds remaining.
There's a hero that's can be very powerful, but if you pick it up this early, of course, it's liable to counter in a number of different... They already have the slows from his balls in the enchant. They have the roar, Chandler's creeps to help, and they have 3 more picks that they can pick with a Troll Warlord in mind. Just thinking they can kite him through his ultimate. On the flip side, if you want to make the Troll Warlord work, you need heroes that
10 seconds
keep
remaining.
people in his grasp. Grimstroke is already pretty decent.
5 seconds remaining.
The ability to link people to 2 people together, make moving away from the troll a little bit awkward. Well, that's off to a good start. They can keep going down that road.
Dire team
That one coming.
Kill bandouts. The other way to do it, I mean, if you just put Oracle next to the Troll Warlord, you're just gonna have some... That's a lot of seconds of invincibility, really, where you die if you chain it up properly
10
with the
seconds remaining.
ult, and or just use the Oracle ultimate on the ult to
5
make sure that
seconds
whatever
remaining.
lifesteal you can get will go a lot further.
Radiant team
Could be doing, but of course denied by Team Empire Hope as the pick comes up.
Dire team
Rubik, another hero that can Spirit. I like that here. I like that. It's been banned out a couple of times in these past few. Forward to seeing a Void Spirit level. Certainly kind of hero that can take attention away from the Troll Warlord. Pop off by
10
himself.
seconds remaining. 5
So again,
seconds
luckily for Team
remaining.
Empire, they do have some ways to deal with him already. The raw, just long duration target lockdown that need. Else Void Spirit just jumps around the entire. So hard to track that. Simulates and ultimate jumps. So you get a bit tough.
Radiant team pick.
Morphling. Yeah. Good targets already. burst per se, so you should start morphing into strength. Void Spirit is going on you
10 seconds
or whatnot.
remaining.
Maybe not when he goes that orchid route, so
5 seconds
to be a little bit more careful there. But as a hero that can scale very well, that should be alright against it. Worst comes to worst, you can turn into the troll and you have that stack and attack speed as well. It's worth keeping it. There's extra mobility, the burst potential again. Pushy heroes like Grimm's. The ability to burst down the Void Spirit if you do end up catching him. If he gets off to a decent start building into these items and what. And perhaps the Manta starts. Certainly a win condition. Hero Team Unique though, okay. Guessing offlane Void Spirit now, Queen of Pain. I don't have the overall last pick, so might as well tier now before it gets banned out. So, Queen of Pain, it's another target for morphing to go into. It's always more mobility. At the same time, that kind of nuking power is something that the morphling has to be very wary of. If you farm with max agility, he might just find himself nuked down by Queen of Pain, throwing the ultimate out at him.
Radiant
Be
team
very careful. Last band's coming out. Team Empire Hope they're still looking for a mid hero of their own, unless they want to run the morphling. Towards. Go for the old classic puck, perhaps. Bit of a counter.
5 seconds remaining.
Bird and some. Not sure if it, can you. I don't know if you can dissimulate through the leash. Through it, I'm not on that. But I hope they certainly could use another hero that can be mobile across the map. Adds a little bit of supplemental damage output for sure.
Team pick. Dire team pick.
All the pressures of the morphling. Ancient apparition, alright. Yeah, that one was still in the pool, and that is a hard counter to morphling. Very, very hard. It's gonna turn him into ice, and the ice will shatter. Now Empire Hope is perhaps in a bit of trouble. I mean,
10 seconds remaining.
at the very least, it's gonna make the game a lot
5
harder.
seconds remaining.
Sure that he always has to just try and nuke down the ancient apparition first, and he can get his ultimate out very quickly if you're right on top of him. Put you in a tough
You
hit.
now select your
Invoker
heroes.
makes an appearance. Alright. Sunlight Invoker. Could be an interesting match. Invoker should be alright against Queen of Pain mid. The farming matchup. Quab's gonna throw a few daggers his way. Invoker's just through it with a few Act Travels and Quaz. Question is, are they gonna go Quaz Vex? Could make an argument for Quaz Exalt this game here once the Beastmaster, especially it's level 6. Sun striking on top Roar. Beyond that though, there's a big case for Quaz Vex too. Like if you had NATO EMP, heroes like Void Spirit, Queen of Pain, all of a sudden they're a lot easier to deal with if they don't have mana. So, and not to mention the extra kiting potential that gives against the Troll Warlord. So yeah, Quaz Vex probably the way to go here, but we'll find out. I still want to say that Unique has a bit of a better draft here. Just in some way aspects at least. I mean, you have the counter to the Morphling, and there's so many counters to the Troll Warlord as well. But then they have the Void Spirit who can pop off, completely overpowered. You also have Queen of Pain who can also do quite a bit of work with her burst damage mid-game. So apart from this early troll pick, I do like their Unique lineup quite a bit. It's just going to be a matter of playing around these counters. Morphling does get ice blasted, so he can still do his thing. Nuke people down and waveform back and forth.
Did I hear a squeak?
So if they can summon people in range for a troll, still have an impact? Or it could just be that they do well enough in lanes that he doesn't need to have an impact because Co-op and Void Spirit are taking over the game.
I almost feel bad.
Plays here.
The battle begins.
These are just busy, a little bit too late. That remnants, but okay. All the small things still a little bit vulnerable early on. I mean, this level 1 attribute here is not particularly, so he's still vulnerable until he hits level 3. Shift rate 1 into 4. Only got lasted here, they got one of the boars. Gotta be very careful about feeding those. A lot of experience. Really feel that, especially in Combo 1 and then to level 2. Tatsuki is actually straight up gonna die here almost. Almost. Well, just enough to keep him standing. Illusion though, he does have another chilling touch. Throws it out on Agnar, and oh, so close. So close again. The remnant here does alright, makes not quite enough though because he's close under the tower. Survive ever so barely. Mid lane, yeah, might be a good start. Not perhaps the easiest thing to do at all times. Nice secure on the range. Missed the last click, throws out the quick tornado. See, just it's a waveform now. Very low range, but long enough.
Where are you going?
I like that. He's like starting to walk away. He's like, oh god, no, I'm so scared I can't possibly get this kill. That illusion. He wasn't walking home. He was just walking straight back in, helping with the extra damage. So it was a little bit of a sneaky play. Not one that Agnar couldn't have read, but certainly one that he didn't read. It's our first blood. Play it, everyone. Apparition. Be on the disadvantage health pool wise. Let's get a little bit more defensive. Not sure about this one. It's not enough. I like it more. Right clicks here and there, but not enough slows. Rubik with the boots. He's pretty damn fast compared to these bootsless heroes. So. Away with that quick zap. same time. Also doing quite well here, 12 and 4 in the last 50 departments. Bottom lane certainly working out for Team Empire. Top lane, I mean, Tatake hasn't died yet, so I guess it's working out for them too. He's level 3, so. To run out of regen though, you can use these items very efficiently. Again, needs morphing. You can waveform this stun away, but doesn't need to. Too low to really threaten him with.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, there was a freaking Wraith ban on. What? Okay, he ends up dying. Tatake going in. Not sure if he really should.
I love winning.
I'm just diving a bit too deep for this ancient apparition.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Caught out by the burst
Radiant's
damage.
bottom tower is under attack.
Well, the Beta Electron can reach in here.
Thanks.
This thing's solved back up to pro. Nature of the hero. That works. But that was a Wraith band here for Palantium. Actually, quite a good courier side there from James. Gonna make this lane a little bit easier going forward from us. Still being relatively even with the last hits. BZZ, same can be set for him. Also screwing the runes up there. So we to trade eventually. Maybe with an extra kill, but standard remnant not quite on target. Bottle. Okay, they caught him that time, I guess. A 19 with a bottle, so he can just self-has one of the cured. Oh, that's just straight up solo. Solo killed by illusion. Alright. I mean, I know Ancient Apparition is a pretty decently strong hero. I like playing him myself quite a bit. Just goes to show how squishy Enchantress actually to work with. So before you have them, let's see. Prevent the right clicks from stacking up. Mastery also being done on. He was trying to run it down. Another slow in a second here, and despite the balls trying to slow him down in turn, it's not quite enough. And nice deny there. Going through from the ruling. Mid lane though, 19-teen. Still has regeneration rune even, sunlight, unable to cancel it, so all of this harassment, all of this trading the 19-teen was committing to. He did that knowing that he'd back up to full health.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Certainly kind of efficiency that you need here. Sunlight was starting to get a bit of an edge there in that Quas Wax. So cold snap with there you go, launch off it. Adds up a bit of damage there.
Dire's turret has been killed.
Sort of harassment you do to Sun. You just press Q, 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 you have 26 health regen. Take. So, yep. Let's heal through that. Naturally, without even needing a bottle. Or extra stuff. Another waveform. Do like that illusion is keeping relatively close behind. It's level 6 on BZZ now. Illusion hasn't too much experience. As soon as he gets level 6, it's more straight testing. Okay. Still morphing. Back his 5 stick charges. Morphing all the way back to 48 max HP. Put the stick and then he can start morphing.
Is under attack.
So much health to work with. Plenty more now. I can make a rotation up top. Sunlight shows up bottom. He does not want to be part of that at all. Instead, they threaten this tower a little bit themselves. Stacks, farming stacks. Perhaps couriers. Ike courier once again. Ike, one of my friends, just keeps feeding his couriers random. The weirdest ways possible, but now fight down bottom. He's even making rotation. A couple of nukes over on this Beastmaster. No chance at all. That was before 1910 really took part of that with his DD rune and his ultimate. So they could... Oh, Tata King. Oh, they see him. They see him, but a little bit too late. Oh, if they had some vision on him early, it would just straight up sonic waved across the tree line. As it stands, he ends up falling. So there's a few too many heroes. Not enough mana for him. Aggressive blink, easy. Also, not out the woods yet either. Another right click does a decent amount of damage. Looks like he's far enough away here. Top tower goes down as Palantinos takes that space that was created. That kind of stuff. They have a ward there or something. An easy snipe on Morphling. I don't think there was enough mana for all the 12 combos. Side. Either way, Morphling lives. Pain doesn't, but this should not be off cooldown. Like, I wouldn't be too surprised if Unique wanna try and put that to use somewhere else. They're rotating a few more people towards the mid lane, so they could be looking for some fight around this tier 1 if I hope this side. Perhaps even this invoke, yeah? They would need. Actually, no, they have 2 sentries. We'll see if they can do this top outpost. No way that bottom one, but can't really stop Sunlight either, so he's just gonna take it back. See? Okay. He's got it. The difference is he's not even having to give up his life for it because he's got the health of 19. So 1 for 1 in the outpost department, but the extra kill going away to Unique. Winning this memorable game of rotations around the map, and now the bottle up. This has been scouted out by the observer ward, but there's the sound of an ice plant.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No idea. But yeah, with the Ice Blast online, Morphling's gonna be... That just comes out of nowhere. Blinks and screams out. Get out of here!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And then he's dead. The way it goes. Now he's sitting at this main threshold. Of course, he does have a lot of vision here ahead of him inside this Radiant jungle, so he can't be confident enough.
Middle tower is under attack.
If the Ice Blast alone at level 1 is not enough. That hero here. Still level 5, so not even the right clicks are slowed down. Wrong place, wrong time. So the tier 1 tower. Palantinos still farming the Dice jungle plus top lane. It's a lot safer. No jungle at the moment. I want to say though that if both teams just farm away, that's favoring team up. There's very well scaling hero on the Morphling. I mean, Invoker's no slouch either, so this is why See the smoke come. Targets. Sunlight gets the BD. Should be able to get this kill. That's been thrown out. But there it is. 19, able to take advantage of that. That's what I'm talking about. Even if you go on this tier. Oh wait, there's another free kill down on the other side. The smoke finally connects back on their own side of the map, and now into mid lane. James dodges the access to the smoke. Change that version, even if you die like that. So it's on top of you. Ice blast very, very quickly. Run down, who act out again. Two guys who look at explosions here. BZ actually making a play, and Rubik as well. Stole the blink, so that was oh, that just great space. It's a bit away at this tower. Not quite dead just yet. Master just walks in, ready for a war. But together, Queen of Pain will die. But what cost? BC going in. Looking to trade. As Master goes down again. Palantimos ready to click away on this Invoker. There's a root. Decides to keep going here. And he does have the vision. Does. Because of the roots. He kept the roots going. So it cuts still see him through the Ghost Walk. Finish yet another kill, so good series of events that for Unique when all is said and done, even though they did lose the Queen Pain. It's a bit annoying. Still have this Void Spirit who fulfills a very similar role. One dies, but the other helps you a few kills. It's kind of more of a 3-position Queen Pain. For BZZ. Manas very close to that burn vessel. Also very necessary. Killing Morphlings. Only died once this game. 2 kills of his own, and it's been right clicking a lot of creeps. This Troll Warlord with very efficiently. Yasha just casually as well. Vito's kill on mastery here as they're also looking for Agnar. Ice Blast just in time to finish him off. Nesco is getting the kill. It's actually enough to snipe AAs there. Blast stolen from Rubik, so that should be enough to take out the Void Spirit. Sonic Wave coming through. Trying to trade for Sunlight. Another blink forward, and he does die. 19 max out Blink, so it's going to be coming off cooldown. All of a sudden, a lot of his mod buff here is he's just going in on James, who does not have a lot of mana to play with here. So that'll be a kill, but oh my, 3 unable to get the row out because of Blink. Again, 19 just styling on them right now. The Halls of Steel. He goes in knowing that there's a bunch of heroes, enemy heroes. No, but hey. That was another kill, and overall, Palantimos, he was not part of that. He was clicking creeps, quietly farming away, so he's getting very close towards that back catcher. More lockdowns, so when he gets his teeth into somebody, they're not going to be able to walk away. Very easy setup for an Ice Blast to hit the Morphling. Warlord gets his teeth in. Enchantress looks like it's gonna be BZZ, just stand. But this is every Enchantress that I've seen today, just running around, not getting any levels, and then just dying. Time and timing. Just so squishy. Level 7, 900 health. Maybe a bit more now with the power treads. But still. He's staying out of vision. We don't necessarily know that it is here unless they to the number of balls, but either way.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We're not taking a chance, instead they're rotating elsewhere. As farm efficient as possible, get some new items going. He's also got himself the Necro Book. Item. The second Necro Book even. Zone, so they have a bit of a summoning strat that going else, even without having that big pointed exit ward for his fortunes. Unique is still in a decently strong position here. If they can find the right angle to go into a team fight, which is right BZZ. Just sitting inside the trees here, waiting for the right touch out. There, getting close. So he's just gonna have to go with himself. It's gonna be act out again. That's for the end of the kill list. 19 actually jumping in. James beats himself in the back. Now, that ultimate, well, no one to link to for Sunlight, but I'm not sure if that's a blessing. He's still going to die here under the sentry. Farm some of his creeps here. 150 gold even between the Necros and the Fortunes Bow. So 3 heroes down for literally nothing. Warlord now is farming. Now he has that PK, so he can start working on Roche. They don't quite have any sort of life steal for him, so Roche for a little bit. We're going to have an Aegis. Go to BTG and Lantimos is... Oh, 19 also works. On these two heroes. Lantimos has his ult to rely on. Weird Aegis carry sometimes. You tend to only die when you overcommit or when you get kited and forced to go deep into when you put the throw out the ultimate at an inopportune time. At that point, the Aegis will save you. Like, you don't have to be it's not Christian. Gets his TV cancelled, but I'm not sure if Mastery got what he bargained for. Did not expect Palantimos to be there, having already TP to the tower, so illusion picked them up. Today it says no team fight going on at the same time. BZ does get it moved down though. It's 19 with that ultimate. Finishes off James Tatake with a wave on through. Be hurt by that, but also unable to maintain control on 19. So it's a 3-for-1 trade across the map. When all is said and done. Still maintain that Aegis, so on BCZ has to move up. Another one of these tier 2s. I mean, Tatake, he's farming, he's up there with the troll, but still not an easy game for him. He has the meta style just to have a bit of extra survivability. He gets caught in the wrong position. They start popping them. Poor guy's level 8. He's just feeding on it. 8, 2, and 10. I want to say that Howell's bills on 111. But yeah, tier 1, tier 2, down bottom, still up to grabs. Pushing them down now. Few extra creeps, easy money, and what? Did he? It was an ice blast, but did you just miss-morph there? It's not... Didn't even have vision. I have no idea how that one worked out. Anyway. That morph thing. 538 gold for illusion. Sure, I'll take it. It's gotta be a bit careful here. No mana for Palatrans. Meanwhile, though, the rest of the team engaging into the back. That's Beastmaster down. Sunlight trying to get out. Linked up now with Agnar. Ben's still taking a bit of damage on his own, but 19 taking over. Actually misses that ultimate onto Sunlight. That is a bit awkward, but he's still taken out damage over time, so no harm, no foul. Bites back into this fight as Morphling responds. Ekman already down. 19, he should be able to blink away. Maybe here, but doesn't want to. He wants to fight. Still is the Aegis, he don't care. Now BZ at least he falls, but not top game. There's the bash, there's the root, there's the Menace getting it off, but he's still on top of him. He dies again, despite all the morphs. Fight no ice bars, 19 just comes right back. Mastery trying to commit for this counter kill, and yeah, they brought him low, but not low enough. The rest of Unique, more than enough time and space for him to go in, and Empire, they're just sick of this game. They don't even want to try anymore. GG is called.
Under attack. Radiant.
Very early opportunity. They didn't even look at the high ground here, but hey, Unique certainly looked to be snowballing out of control here. Some.
FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off. And he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
I mean, yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage in the fight. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because of his rupture. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm coming in this here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Zame to have this invis rune. And Zame will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well, between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees, he's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level up the
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeks. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, see, he does have a Lincoln Spear picked up, and they should have the BKB finish on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink calls-outs as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I've Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the ages to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save, he's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out, Seb goes for the TP, they've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now, Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the shrine, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen. As the mid-racks are exposed, PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the 3 of them. Knocks them back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army is on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. The LGD are the goal, but no blood taken for 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T30s. And there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe will dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It
Yep.
was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on Jarek, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X-Blade Mail call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
So it's all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But it's
Ana, he's in the trees, they're on the high ground, they've got the vision with the Shiva's covered, Ana's on his way over, they've got the snowball down, there's the Catapult, Seb jumps in, he's able to find the call onto Challenge, but Challenge already got the BKB out, the Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb posts the BKB, he'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down, no buyback on the axe, as Jarex as well, surrounded by PSG LGD, the Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding onto that buyback on Jarex. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. And they breached through it. It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No-Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care, he's gonna throw his life for this. So he needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will, as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No-Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Ana, and Jarex. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jarex is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
Radiant team back. Dire team back. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Radiant team.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Time for the second game here. Team Unique up 1-0, and that GG, that was not the GG of a hard-fought game. We've tried everything, but we lost now. That was the broken, beaten team. Tier 2s were still quite looking at to go high ground, but we're definitely very much in control of this game.
5 seconds
Playing, they were
remaining.
killing.